Here's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they're due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Love now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. You talk about this Washington defense.
They're going to be in championships and trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Here's 3rd and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Love looking to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can reach a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
On the ground, here's Watson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Packers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, some strong running. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. First and goal at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looking for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to said,
and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
If he keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
24-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Fights him off. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground.
Second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
switching things up. They'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down.
And the Washington first down.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 92 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
At the 47-yard line.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
19 more yards. That's another Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
19-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage, holding him to 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. Still going. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
2-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Love. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's good for Washington. First down.
Now Daniels. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Daniels. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Justin Tucker.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing. Love. Caught on the right side. Reed. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Makes it 3rd and
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
15 yards.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Washington.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Room here to run. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score.
So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the left side, complete. That's Reed. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 4.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to have the Packers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Packers first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
10 at the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Packers first
In
down.
motion goes the tight end.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
More yards. And the Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one is slants to McLaurin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
That's good.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They run once more with Edwards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Play fake. Here's Love. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. James Bradbury running in and finishing that play on the corner blitz.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Love now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
More yards. That's another Packers first down.
Counter play with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jaden Reed.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
To throw is Daniels. Setting up the screen, Krosky Mary. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And a Washington first down. A gain of
3
21
points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle by Clay Walker. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down, Commanders.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
31. Packers 27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's Love and the Packers. Down 31-27. A little over 50 seconds remaining. Love looking to throw it. Watson making the catch. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Here's Love. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave from the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Washington, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.